What's going on? Here we have a 2007 Honda CBR R1000 that I just purchased. The bike is not running. It has some issues where it just turns over, it doesn't start. So I'm just going to give you a brief walk around. We have the rims. We got the inside. The lights in the inside pretty banged up. Most likely I'll have to get some new lights. New grips, new fairing set, and that's about it. It has a Akrapovic slip-on. I like the seats though. The seats were redone. It's like a nice material. Quick release gas cap, but it's pretty dinged up. The display on here is shaken, so most likely I'll have to buy a new display housing. The reservoir, the bolt right here is no good. Looks like the reservoir here is leaking, so I have to fix that. So overall, it's just a fixer-upper. Frame sliders, rear sets, red rims. So it looks like a little fixer-upper, but I believe I can get it done. So what I'll go ahead and do is I will go ahead and do another video of the start process and what I'm gonna do to it. So here's the bike just as is. I got it off the truck, and I'll start taking things apart and make a checkup list and go through my checkup list and make sure everything is working. I dissected the bike apart. I took all the fairings off, and now we have the bike right here, and I'm just going over a few things, and it looks like it should be something electrical. To be honest with you, it should be something electrical is what I'm hoping, because I checked a few to see if a few plugs was getting power. Is getting power. Battery is fully charged. Fuel pump is priming. Right now I'm going to check on the injectors, see if the injectors are getting power, and we got an injector pulse, but so far we haven't come to a conclusion. I sprayed some starter fluid in her and she haven't started. I know right now she looks a total mess, but I can tell you this: once I put some all white fairings on it and I start putting it back together, it's gonna look good. But right now it's looking a mess because I haven't gotten down to figuring out what's the problem. So we're gonna start figuring it out. So we got the bike put back together. I put everything back together like it was before, and I'm just gonna sell it as is, because I decided not to get into it because like they still say, I bit off more than I could chew. I wrote a check that my ass can't cash. So what I did was I just did a little detail. I cleaned the rims, just cleaned everything off, and I have a buyer coming today, coming to check the bike out. So for you people on YouTube, I wanted you guys to hear what it does. So we got the fuel pump on, key on. You heard the fuel pump prime, right? Now check it out. All right, that's what it does. It just keeps turning over like it has no spark. So when I followed one of the wires going to the lean angle sensor, it was cut off. So that's gone. So honestly, I think it's an easy fix, but I'm not gonna get into it because it was supposed to be a sensor right behind here, and it's supposed to say up. The lean angle sensor is not there. It looked like it was cut off or it was ripped off by mistake or something like that. So I could either get the lean angle sensor, or what I was gonna do, if I was gonna keep the bike, I was just gonna get a whole new wiring harness, all new wiring harness, Uh, not to change topic, but the seats are nice, good condition. But I was gonna get a whole new wiring harness and go ahead and do that. It have some aftermarket foot pegs, so I was just gonna get a whole new wiring harness and go ahead and do it that way. But I decided not to go on with this build, to just sell it as is. And someone is coming to pick it up now within a couple hours. I'm going to sell it and go ahead with my original plan, which I was going to do. I was going to go ahead and buy a Gixxer '06 up and running, clean title, no issues. But I figured in the meantime, before I get that bike Tuesday or Wednesday, I could get this bike, fix it up real quick, sell it, or just sell it as is and make a couple extra bucks. But looks like that won't be happening, and I'll just be selling it. And yeah, that's it.